Hi, I'm just about to jump into my live Wednesday webinar with my group of workshop owners who are doing Auto Superstars Academy, which is my 8-week online program for self-employed mechanics. So what we're going to talk about on the call today is actually the 4th module from the program because we're in week 4. And it's all about creating a unique customer service program for your workshop. So some of the things that'll come up on the call today are value adds. What are you currently doing for your customers when they bring their vehicles in that you may not necessarily be communicating to them that you're doing? So, you know, the warm and fuzzy little extra things which make the customer feel special. You know, are you doing a car wash? Are you putting fluid in the wipers? Are you doing a tyre shine? Are you putting a car fragrance into the car? It's often those little special touches that make the customer go wow, and it's the wow stuff that the customer will actually talk to somebody else about the next time somebody's talking about a bad experience they've had with a mechanic. Your customer might come along and say, well, you know, my mechanic rather does this, this and this. You should try him next time. The other things that we'll talk about on this call are the need for testimonials and how powerful they can be if you use them in your marketing. Because these days people will consult the internet for an opinion before they'll ring you and ask you for a quote or what you think about the particular job that they're after. We also will talk about the systems that are in place for delivering customer service. You know, do you use flow charts or set procedures so that everyone in the team knows how to deliver the same exceptional level of customer service? So they're just a few things that will pop up. It's always a massive eye-opener for the participants in week 4 as they work out just how much better they can be at delivering customer service. So stay tuned. So let me ask, with each month, you know, each new month where you're setting a new record, are you taking time to reflect and celebrate that?
Not really, no.
Okay, can I suggest that you do?
Busier and busier, kind of, yeah.
You've got to celebrate your wins as you go along, because it's those wins that will get you through the particularly stressful times. I mean, there's no guidebook for us to follow in our part of the industry on, November was like this last year, so therefore we can predict that it will do exactly the same thing this year. So you might continue to grow month on month for the next 5 years, and that will be awesome. But more likely than not, you know, outside economic forces will have an impact on your business 1 month in the future, and you'll want to remember how well you've done to get to the point where you are when that happens. Do you have any kind of a little reward for customers who refer?
No, is the answer. We've had referrals on a number of occasions, and we should do something.
Yep.
Because they've done a decent thing. We should do it back.
And I think, as I mentioned in the module, it only needs to be a token, you know, a token gesture, a small gift. We don't have to create a big convoluted referral rewards program, you know, where you allocate points or discounts or anything like that. Most people appreciate greatly a thank you card and at most a $5 voucher for a coffee. Okay, so how's your week been?
We're just exceptionally busy. We're probably about to bust our record months by about 30 or 40%.
Wow.
It's just been, and we're only at the beginning of the month. It's just gone bonkers. So anyway.
What do you put that down to, Tanya? What's going on?
You were saying about this computer software, how you record your where your leads have come from and stuff, as far as your customer service goes and all of that.
Yep.
And I was just looking at it, and 73% of all of our new customers in the last 8 months have all been referrals. And the level of referrals has just been huge.
Yep.
And it's been coming through that, really.
So two things. Do you ask the customer to tell you who referred them, and what do you do for the customer that did refer?
Yeah, we fall down really awfully on that. We don't do anything. We find out where a lot of the time I ask who the person is that's referred them,
Yep.
Whether it's a friend or colleague or someone they know, and who that person is. But we don't physically do anything to thank them.
Yep.
So we're letting the side down on that front.
Well, your customers are obviously referring other people because they're driven innately to do that, because you're doing a great job. So by sending a little thank you, even if it's just a card, what you're delivering is customer wow. You're going above their expectation. And that's when you can deliver that and they don't expect it and they'll refer you anyway, that's where the gold is. I started the Workshop Whisperer for a couple of reasons, but the main one was so that workshop owners around Australia and New Zealand had the opportunity to learn and get support from another workshop owner that had been through exactly what they were going through. When we started our current workshop, GS Mechanical, we took over a rundown business, and it was really struggling, and we were really struggling as a business, as business owners, and as a married couple. And when I looked around to see what kind of support was available in the business mentoring space, there wasn't really anybody out there that understood the nature of the industry, the nature of the problems that we were experiencing, and had no real live experience with how we could get out of the situation that we found ourselves in. So after a lot of trial and error, we basically coached ourselves out of that struggle street position. And it's through that trial and error that I was able to really concentrate on what had been successful and what hadn't. And based on my own experience as a mentor in other roles that I've had during my working career, and also through the sales and marketing experience that I have in those roles, I put the Workshop Whisperer together. So the 8-week online program takes you through what I know are the hurdles that you face, not only as a small business owner, but as a small business owner in the automotive aftermarket. So why is my 8-week online program right for you? Well, like you, I'm a small business workshop owner, and I know exactly what the peaks and troughs are like of the industry. I know how you can maximise your efforts so that you can produce the profit that you deserve. So if you struggle with productivity, with cash flow, with motivating and leading a team, with maximising the sale from each vehicle that comes into your workshop, if you struggle to understand what's going to get you maximum results with your marketing efforts, with your advertising dollars, if you're not sure what an effective brand looks like, and if you're just not sure what the most effective methods of reaching out and getting new customers are, then my program is going to rock your world.